and I'll be like, my name's G.
I'm Dom.
Yeah.
I'm
just two guys talking.
Big Dom. I'm not as big as Big Dom, but I wish
I wish I had the popularity as Big Dom.
Yeah, that I do wish. That I do wish.
I wish I was at every Eagles game.
But you know what? Doms are in right now.
Yeah.
In the area. So you got Big Dom on the Eagles. Then you ever hear of a band, Fat Mez? Mm-hmm. So one of the guys is Dom.
Yeah.
On Fat. I mean, Doms are in.
Dominic Toretto.
Yeah, it's a good time to be a Dom. So I could tell you that.
Bad or good, it's a good time to be a Dominic.
It's a good time. How about a G? Is there ever a good time to be a G?
No, always. Never. Don't.
How do you actually say your name?
Giovanni. Giovanni.
But
actually, my name
because Giovanni, I'm like, oh, he's Italian.
Yeah.
So,
no, my name is actually with a J.
Okay.
But when I came to America, people thought like Giovanni like that.
Right.
So everybody was like, oh, it's a G. So everybody just started calling me G, and I was just like, I didn't speak English at the time, so I was like, you know what, just go with it.
Okay.
So I was like stuck. So and now everybody's like, what's your name? Just call me G.
And that's it. Yeah.
That's it. I don't have to like explain myself.
Nicknames are born out of sometimes. My dad's known as Volt. They call him Volt because of when he was a kid, his hair was like in a bad angle. He didn't go see Sam. He went to, I don't know who he went to, but they cut his hair. So everyone's like, you look like a 9-volt battery, as the story goes. So they called him. So like nicknames, they just come out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's funny. In Mexico, they name you the weirdest names.
Okay.
It literally depends on your features.
Really?
Yeah. Like I'd be gordo, like chubby.
Okay.
They would call you, but like in Mexico, you don't take offense to it.
Okay, it's like a term of
endearment. It's like if they give you a nickname in Mexico,
right?
You're liked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, look, what would be a Mexican nickname
Probably
for me?
They would be like
Gordo.
Yeah. But like that's
would it be as long as it's not Feo?
No.
Feo. I'm okay with Gordo.
No, but like even it's funny, like you know how like here like couples are like, hey sweetheart, or like hey pumpkin, or whatever. Over there, Gordo is kind of like a love name.
Really?
Yeah. Like wives are always calling them, like even if they're skinny guys, they're like gordo.
I feel like that's a conspiracy of wives. They get to call their husbands fat, and then it's like saying "bless your heart" in the South.
Yeah. But if you say it to them, you'd be like, "What?
Yeah, no,
this weight?
you
get in trouble."
Yeah, I would say that would probably be accurate.
Yeah, that wouldn't be like a good thing.
You got So how was your weekend? You do anything neat this weekend?
What I do? I didn't do that much. Well, I closed Saturday. I was closed Saturday because the Lower Township didn't clean the streets. Ooh. I'm not going in on that. But.
Already getting spicy. Not even 15 minutes into it. Damn.
It was like a skating rink out there. Like I almost crashed my car a bunch of times.
Well, what's the deal? Like they say, like there's like a law where they can't go all the way down to the street because it'll wreck the street.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard that? I don't know if that's true. I never looked at it.
Not either. But I'm like confused. Like, why wouldn't you salt the streets though?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like some of the streets were perfect. Like, but then you came here, or like on Town Bank and Bayshore.
Right.
Insane. Like it was like I was sliding to.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah, and so they put up a announcement at like 9:30. Like, if you don't have to go out, don't go out. So I was like, me and my brother both closed Saturday.
Yeah.
For the safety of our customers, It's like. We wouldn't want somebody coming here and be like, oh, I crashed my car just to get an acai bowl.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't be.
Imagine if you said...
Wow, that just would mean that your acai bowl is so good that it's worth risking life and limb.
True.
I mean, that's a good...
yeah, true, but I wouldn't want nobody getting hurt for an acai bowl,
it's honorable. So, that's...
Or like getting hurt for a burrito.
Yeah, no, and... like one of the things you always got to be careful with is like here, like your own sidewalks and stuff. Mm-hmm. You get the guy or girl who comes out in flip flops, they slip and fall and be like, oh my god,
yeah,
probably wasn't. Yeah.
I'm suing you. I'd be like, you're getting acai bowls for life. That's it.
Yeah. So it was probably a good move to close.
Yeah. How about you? Did you do anything fun?
Yeah. You know what? Saturday night we went and saw a comedy show at End of the Road Theater. So it's right next to the Acme here in North Cape May. And there's this guy, Tony Parlenti, I think is his name. And he every couple months or so, he goes there. It's like $25. And it's complimentary beer and wine.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and he brings, 3 or 4 comedians from up north. And they were all really good. They were funny. The one guy's on the radio, don't remember his name, but he was good. He was real good. There was a girl, Emily Page. She was hilarious.
Oh. I love girl comedians. I don't know why. Girl comedians are like different than guy comedians sometimes. They go harder.
Well, they're a little bit more ferocious.
Yeah.
No,
they can. They can go more. I don't know why.
You know what? It's a different angle.
Yeah.
Like, like we don't, you're for the first time, you know what it might be? For the first time in your entire life, you're understanding what a woman is thinking.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is. Because it's like you ever get yelled at by your wife and you're like, what is she thinking right now?
Like, I want to kill this guy.
I know what what my wife's thinking. What is he thinking? She knows.
Yeah.
She knows what I'm thinking.
Yeah, and like girls can actually like go in on guys. Like if guys went in on girls, it'd be like you cancel or some shit like that.
Yeah, I think
you feel me.
Yeah,
yeah. Like girls can say more shit about guys than us can say about girls, and then be like,
yeah, I think yeah, I would
in a
say
sense, like a weird,
Yeah, I would say that's probably accurate.
Yeah.
If you go as a guy, you go really strong after a female, you're definitely going to be perceived as a jerk.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I probably kind of agree with that a little bit too.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But anyway, yeah, it was a good comedy show.
And they have it every month.
He does it like every couple months.
Oh, that's cool.
Every couple months there, but my neighbor who lives like 2 doors down, he's all pumped up because he locked them in for the VFW, and they're having like a dinner in April.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
he's all pumped up.
It's like a comedy show.
Yeah, it's like $45.
Yeah.
Go, you get some dinner, get some laughs. I mean, so like it's neat because North Cape May slowly, and some people might say, North Cape May has always been, but it feels like it's slowly becoming more and more a draw for entertainment.
It has
Like,
definitely the last couple of years.
Yeah, you go over like 2 weeks ago. We went to Naughty for a comedy show. These guys were all from New York. They were all really good. So then you got the theater here, and then you have all these breweries that have entertainment.
Yeah. I feel like back in the day there wasn't like a lot of stuff like that back here.
No, I mean, you go to Cape May, Wildwood, but Wildwood's more like big bands.
Yeah.
Where
Like
here,
like
Cape May, you have the stage, but if Cape May is like Broadway, then North Cape May is becoming off Broadway.
Yeah,
but you can see some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, there's some good stuff.
If they end up in Cape May, they'll be like, we made it.
I got to be honest with you. There's so much going on here that I very rarely ever go to Atlantic City anymore. Like for like a night out.
For like a night out, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's enough stuff to do here in the middle of the winter, which is kind of crazy.
And that's a cool thing about that. Like, there isn't a lot of things to do here. Like back in the day, there wasn't a lot of things to do.
No.
So it's cool that all these things are popping up left and right, so a lot of people can go out and do. Chill.
What would you attribute it to? The breweries? Like, I mean, you can come here. You can go to what? You got Bear, you got Gusto, you got Cape May, you got
Brewery.
Cold Spring was one of my favorites. Cold Spring Brewery.
The distillery.
You got, of course, I might have said Gusto already, but you got Gusto. Zach, those guys are awesome there. Then you have Five West here. You got
Red Brick.
You got Red Brick. So you got restaurants. You got the ferry coming and going, but the ferry's great, and then Harpoons in the summer.
Yeah, Red Brick does trivia nights. I think Tuesday nights or something.
Yeah, there's always something going on here, so it's kind of cool.
Yeah,
especially if you're an alcoholic, then it's really great. It's really great.
If you want to go answer some questions and drink some beers, that's a good spot right there. But did you watch the NFL?
I did. I watched it this weekend.
What did you think?
You got
your top 10.
I'm a conspiracy guy.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm tinfoil hat. I always got something to say. Somebody's doing something.
Yeah.
It just is in the NFL's best interest to have Taylor Swift on the sideline at the Super Bowl. And if I own the NFL, I would try to be making that happen.
Yeah.
I mean, your ratings are up. Now, my daughter, she's like cool. She's like on the fence. She likes football anyway, but you combine the two, she's in.
Yeah.
Like, how's your daughter feel about it?
She'd rather have Taylor Swift perform at the halftime.
Right, exactly. But having her there and the pants to her is exciting, right?
Yeah. And I feel like it makes it, every week it makes it fun. Like, especially this week with Jason Kelsey there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're just having the time of their lives. Millionaires just doing millionaire stuff.
Everybody was complaining that Jason Kelsey was going and being extra because he took his shirt off and everything. I'm like, he's just having fun.
So again, if I was Jason Kelsey, if I'd had that life, I'd be doing the same exact stuff.
Same exact thing.
So I totally get what he's doing. You have access to having fun. Your brother's in a playoff game, and you have to release all that emotion from a season.
Yeah, exactly.
So not a problem with him doing it. I think it's cool.
No,
I think it's cool. I do think that it's a lesson though for people that get over involved in their team. Like, I used to get physically ill. Like back when McNabb was the quarterback, there was like a playoff game. I forget who it was against, but the Eagles lost. I think it was against Tampa Bay, last game at the Vet. And I remember watching it. I was sick to my stomach. I threw up. I woke up. Yeah, I was in a pissed off mood. I wouldn't want to talk to anybody.
Talk to me.
These guys the next day, Jeffrey Lurie was yacht shopping.
Yeah, shopping.
So I mean, like they're passionate, just like you are about your job, but it's just it's their job.
We're not making.
They're just paid really well. No.
And that's what I was telling my wife that. So I was like, Jason Kelsey's out there because he's done work.
Right. Oh yeah.
He's done. He's just like I can't get in trouble anymore.
No, and he's going to be the next John Madden, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, I think the NFL has a lot of good announcers, but I think they're missing a character like Madden was.
Yes.
Like, when you listen to some of these guys, they're doing all the right things. Like, Tirico, what I like about Tirico is he always gives a lot of substance.
A lot.
He gives substance to everything he says. But, like, you get beyond him, Michaels is kind of fading a little bit.
A little bit.
Collinsworth is grown on me, but there's some people that just want to smash their head against the wall when he starts talking.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, the guy's really smart about football. And he's just, if you were in the room with him, he would think you're better than him.
Yeah.
Like, that's like the impression
be
you
like,
get.
and I feel like Jason Kelsey's gonna be a good. Like, he has an announcer attitude. And stuff like that. So like, I feel he's gonna fit in.
And he's fun. He's fun. Pat McAfee's like, they're like the new era, man. These guys are fun.
What's the name? RG3.
RG3.
Yeah.
I can't say I've seen a lot of RG3.
Yeah, I think he's on Fox.
What's Fox? Okay. Yeah.
And Michael Vick. So.
Yeah, you know what? I gotta say I haven't seen him.
Yeah, Edelman just joined one of them too. I think it's Fox.
Okay.
Brock. So yeah, Jason Kelsey's definitely gonna make a good. Impact.
There's no doubt about it. I mean, some of the guys. All right, so let's say favorite current announcer on TV. Hey, you had to give me one.
Oh man, it's hard.
It can be any sport or somebody when you hear you're like, oh, okay.
Shaq.
I know. I was going to say Shaq and Barkley. I mean, you can never go wrong.
Their vibe is just like if one of them left, it wouldn't be a show. You know what I mean?
I feel like either one of those guys,
or Smith, too.
Yeah. I just feel like Shaq or Barkley, you could just sit down and listen to those guys for like 4 hours straight.
And I'd be like, they wouldn't even be talking about basketball. We'd be like,
no, they could talk about anything.
They'd be like, my size 23 shoe. I'd be like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I'd want to go shopping at Walmart with Shaq. You ever hear his Walmart story? Where he like bought out the whole Walmart or something?
Yeah. And he's super nice. Like everything. There's so many videos of him out there. Of him just like, I saw a video the other day. This girl went up to him and was shocked to see him. And she's like, what are you? And he was like, what are you doing? He's like, I brought my mom to buy a laundry, a dryer, and a washer. He's like, tell her go pick them and meet me out front. I'll pay for them.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And,
I mean that's like Mr. Beast stuff, right?
Yeah, but he doesn't like to be known for it. That's the thing.
Well, I mean, I gotta imagine there's a bad side to that too, because if you're known for doing that, people will come to expect it. They'll chase you down, So I mean, I get some of that too.
Yeah,
but I don't know. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he does it all the time. Every store that he's at, he said that his mom always told him. He's like, when you have money, you gotta give back. So that's what he does.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, like you said, like Mr. Beast.
Yeah, Mr. Beast is pretty cool,
Mr.
man.
Beast is the man.
Yeah,
I mean, like recently I've been getting into his videos.
Yeah.
I think I've watched like the last year or a year and a half of videos.
Well, you talk about, so I saw an interview, I don't know where it was at, where he said that he like dropped out of school or was supposed to be going to college, and he was hanging out with his buddies, and he figured out how to run an algorithm.
Yeah.
And it's simple. If you give people stuff, people money, it makes other people happy.
Yeah.
So
and
maybe that's what we need to do. We got to bring people in here and give them some churros.
You get $10.
Give them some churros or something, right?
You get
people
$10.
Start watching. Yeah. Come.
The first viewer gets a free order of churros, okay?
Yeah, there you go.
That's it.
Are you committing? Is that a hard
committing. The first person to watch the video and leave a comment on there, you get free churros.
If you can comment, what did G do this weekend? The first person that comments what G did this past weekend, you get a free churros. And you have to share them because it makes you a better person and more likable.
Yeah. You have to bring somebody with you. But yeah, no, I'm excited for the Super Bowl, man. I'm excited for next week's games.
So who are you taking to go to the Super Bowl?
49ers.
Do you think they're going to do it? They're just going to crush the Lions? I hope not.
But did you hear the news today?
No.
Zach Ertz joined the Lions.
Yeah, I heard he's on the practice squad.
No, but he said that they're going to move him to play.
I mean, they already have two good tight ends. Did one of the guys get hurt?
No, I don't think so.
I mean,
yeah, but why would you bring Zach Ertz like last minute? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
If you're not gonna play him, wouldn't you wait till like the next season? I guess.
Well, all right. So what they could be doing is they could assign Zach Ertz to play as Kittle on the practice squad against them. So that might be
What they're doing.
What they're doing. Look, I don't know.
I love
you
Zach
asked me a
Ertz.
question, and my brain's like, well, why would you? Because you make a really good point. It's not like he played for the Niners. It's
No.
not like he's got their playbook. You know, it's not like he played for Shanahan.
No.
So the idea was maybe they're going to bring him in so when they practice defense, maybe they're going to put Zach Ertz out against the defense to play Kittle. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, and he's been up for a couple weeks,
Right.
so he's like, you know, hopefully he's been training every day and still like in shape.
Oh yeah, those guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was waiting to get picked up from the team, probably.
I thought the Eagles were gonna bring him back.
So
but they didn't.
that would have been a no-brainer right there. He would
Like,
have
right
slid
away,
in.
bring him back home.
I don't know what happened to the Eagles, man.
No.
I mean, like we'll know in a couple months,
Yeah.
based on all the moves they make. Like they fired the defense and
I saw
offensive
that.
coordinators already, right?
I saw
So
that.
that was a done deal.
Yeah, done.
that was a.
From
I
the
mean,
beginning.
even when they were 10-1, you're like, wow, this talent is outdoing coaching. But then now you're hearing the reports that Hurts was just kind of calling the plays himself. So
Yeah, at the end.
you'll find. I guess we'll find
You'll
out.
find out the rumor at the end. Like,
We'll find out if they draft a
I want to
quarterback
see what.
high.
Did you see the video of Goddard yelling at Hurts?
No, yeah, I did.
want to see. I want to know what they would say.
I want to.
Not to be in there, but I really want to see.
I mean, we're at the very least a bad lip reading.
Yeah. Like, give me like a funny lip.
You
reading,
know, I like mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
That shit's good.
You know, like, and he was really like, "What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
You know, let's go." But
Yeah.
probably not. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
to be a fly on the wall with someone like that. Like there's dysfunction. I mean, everyone's like, well, Troy Aikman said there was dysfunction in the locker room. Well, you know, I don't give a ton of credence to what he says
Yeah.
when it comes to the Eagles.
No.
But you don't need someone to tell you that. You're watching it. You're watching guys not really wanting to tackle. You got guys that just don't seem like they're into
And
it.
you
Like,
can see it. Like, not to hate on Jalen Hurts, but like,
right.
by the end of the season, he looked like he did not care.
It's weird. It was the body
Like,
language
the vibe,
was
the
weird.
body language. He would just go and sit and just be like,
Yeah.
like if you're
Like
losing,
he just wanted to get out of
yeah,
the season.
yeah. If you're losing, I'm not a competitive guy,
Right.
but if I'm losing like at that, like, you know, like at the NFL, I feel like I would be mad. I would be showing more.
You would know you were mad at
Yeah.
least by something, throwing a
Yeah.
helmet, something like that.
Yeah, I would be like, you know.
But on the flip side, then you throw a helmet, then they're like, "Oh, that guy's too emotional." Like you can't win.
You can't
in the
win or
court of
lose
public
in the
opinion.
yeah.
You know.
But like Jalen Hurts just looked like he like gave up. He would give up at the end. Of
the body language was not great.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened. Maybe he just was over it, or you know, also their biggest plays were running the poor guy up the middle. Hey, he might just be so banged up.
Yeah.
You know, like that could be part of the problem.
But like you know, then we like here like as fans, we look at it and we're like, you're getting paid so much, man, and like, go for it.
Yeah.
Why are you giving up?
But again, it goes to them, to a lot of them, I'd imagine. It's their job. Then you get a guy like Brady,
Yeah.
who's like, I want to be the greatest of all time, and then they accelerate. There's a reason there's not 10 Tom Brady's,
Yeah.
though. Like, you know, most
Or
guys.
LeBrons, yeah.
Or LeBrons, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's what sets them apart from everybody else. Like, something happened, but there's got to be something going on in the Eagles for it to happen to Wentz and then happen to Hurts.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, who's the one tinkering? But, I mean, you know, is it like a bad quarterback coach? Was it not having Big Dom on the sidelines? Is that what maybe
That's
the
it.
problem
They
was?
gave up. Big Dom was on the
Big,
sideline.
you know,
Like, I'm not doing it anymore.
Big Dom might be like, they're going to blitz from the outside. Like, you don't know. Like, maybe he's
was
in their
texting-
ear.
he was texting everybody,
Yeah,
like,
you know,
the
like,
plays.
Big Dom, what do you
Really,
think?
be like, shit.
He just seems like the type of dude to be like, you know, see that guy over there?
Murder him.
Yeah. Blow him out of the water. Turn him on his right.
What's that movie? What's that movie with Adam Sandler? Where they play
What, Longest
football?
Yard?
Yeah. Remember when he told him, he's like, that guy? He called me blah blah. Get him.
Get him. Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite part, was the guy passed out and he's got the cheeseburgers. And he's like, give me a Big Mac. Yeah. Adam Sandler movies are great.
Oh, that movie! That movie! I can every time it's on TV, I can watch it. I feel like any Adam Sandler movie that's on TV, I can watch. I haven't been really big fan of like his other ones though, like the ones with Jennifer Aniston that he's recently come
I
out
want
with.
the murder mystery.
Yeah,
ones.
not really.
Oh, they're good.
Yeah.
Maybe you're just not old enough yet. It's like I think I hit the age where like that kind of stuff is more appealing to me.
But
Like,
the basketball one he came out with,
you're right.
that one was awesome.
Yeah, that was a really well done movie. That was a great movie.
Hands down, I watched that movie and I went in like watching the movie, I was like, what the hell is this gonna be about? You know, 'cause
Right, yeah.
Every time
is it going to be like goofy? But no, he took it very
he took
seriously.
it seriously, and I was
Yeah.
just like, wow, that does. At the end, I was like, whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, no, you know, I like the Netflix movie he does, though. Like Sandy Wexler. Like that. Did you ever see that one
Yeah,
where
yeah.
he's the agent? Like that. It's just, it's funny. It's not like,
Yeah.
it's not the greatest thing you'll ever
No,
see.
but it's like fun. It keeps you
Yeah.
watching. Like the one with his daughters, that was pretty funny.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm so not getting
Yeah,
invited.
yeah.
that
That
thing
was-
was
that was funny.
good. Yeah, I mean he pumps out funny stuff.
Yeah.
Like, and it's quality stuff. And it's, yeah.
I'm waiting for a Grown Ups 3. That's
Yeah.
what I'm
Where's
saying.
that at?
You still have all the people. You know,
Yeah, bring them all back.
Bring 'em all
Even
back.
Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider.
Who-
The only one that's missing is the son. When he passed away.
Who's that?
Adam Sandler's son in the Grown Ups.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
that's
sad. Yeah, he was
yeah.
like a Disney star and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that's-
but
yeah,
everybody's still there. Salma Hayek's still there.
Yeah.
They bring it back.
Well, I mean, then you can make it a movie about loss and grief.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Not moving on.
Because at
from
the
it.
end of the season 2, she was pregnant again.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
So
You
it
know?
could be. Adam Sandler will be in there. We'll be in the movie if you want.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be some
I'll
weird. I'll also be weirdo janitor. Or something.
Yeah.
You know, like the Billy Madison janitor.
Oh, you can do
He
it.
likes milk. He pulls out the pad. I think he likes milk.
Or like Rob Schneider in the back. You can do it.
I've never been an extra in a movie. Have you ever done it? Like you can like sign up. You can
Yeah,
join
so,
SAG. Like they're always looking for. I don't even think they're called extras anymore. The background actors or something like that. They changed their name. But yeah, you go. You get free lunch for the day. The closest thing I was ever to that was I was a seat filler at a WWE event.
Oh, really?
My brother's buddy worked for Prudential Center.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, there was an episode of SmackDown. He called us up. He's like, you guys want to be seat fillers? And we're like, yeah, hell yeah.
Do you get to stay for the whole show though?
Yeah, but you got to move. So the minute a seat opens up, someone comes in and like, get your ass over there.
Oh, that's crazy.
And so you're like, you get up and you're rushing over. So my one friend gets up and he sits down in the seat, and the guy next to him is like, this ain't your seat. And he's like, no, it's cool. He's like, and the guy's like, it's not cool. That's my buddy's seat. And the guy comes back. He's like, that's my seat, man. Yeah. Oh yeah, we were about to have
to wrestle.
Royal Rumble right in the stands. Yeah. So finally, the other guy, the production guy, comes over. He's like, "There's a seat filler."
Yeah.
They're like, "What the hell is a seat filler, man?"
Do you ever get to the front row?
We got pretty close. Yeah, we got. We were on the bottom, and there was like a section with a barricade where you hung out, and so you were pretty close to
that's
the
pretty
ring.
cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
What era of wrestling was this?
It was
Like,
not Attitude Era. It was not
it
Attitude
wasn't
Era.
like
No,
Stone
it was.
Cold
It's,
Steve Austin
no,
era.
it was like maybe 5 years ago.
Ah, okay,
It was still a
so-
good
so-
show. We saw Rey Mysterio live. I mean, he was great.
Rey Mysterio's a legend.
But I used to. I mean, I don't watch a lot of wrestling now. I'm a big Attitude Era guy though.
Yeah,
and I used to go
I
up.
love wrestling.
So like, ever see ECW? So when I was like 16, 17, we were like obsessed with ECW. Like one of us, I can remember, it would come on late at night on like cable or whatever, and it would be like Paul Heyman's voice, like,
Yeah.
"Are you ready to get extreme?"
Yeah.
And, like, and then we'd play Rob Zombie's
Yeah.
Thunder Kiss, like, dun, 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 and you'd be like, "Oh my god, this is awesome!" And you see guys that would take Nintendos and like smash each other. You're just like, "What am I watching?"
Yeah,
You're like a
right,
16-year-old kid. You're like, "This is so awesome."
Yeah.
So we started going up there, and we would go up there at least like once a month, and we would hang out at the
That's
bingo
cool.
hall.
Yeah.
And we saw like Rob Van Dam's first match. We
Oh,
saw Mysterio's
RVD.
first match, and
Yeah.
like I was a big Taz fan, and it was
Oh,
cool. And then we would go
Taz.
up. But what I did learn was the crowd in ECW was completely on a different level.
Yeah.
Like completely every drag of society there in unison,
Yeah.
thirsty for blood,
Yeah.
chanting for death.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
like and it would pump those guys up to do the most extreme stuff.
Yeah.
Like you ever see the New Jack like on Vice, Dark Side of the Ring?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that New
something
Jack,
like that.
That is insane. Like
Yeah.
they jumping off scaffolding. He tased the guy and was trying to kill him in the ring.
What?
Oh yeah, I wasn't there for it,
Yeah.
but I mean,
I missed it.
but
I
it's
missed that.
yeah. If you watch that Vice thing, but if you've never seen it, check it out. It's in the New Jack episode of the Vice Dark Side of the Ring.
I
It's
gotta
it's
watch it.
completely insane.
That's when wrestling was a shit though, man.
Yeah, well, it would never be able to today.
No.
The signs
No.
of the audience.
No.
Just if you go back 90s wrestling, like 80s wrestling was like fun.
Fun,
And it was
yeah.
fun. It was like big characters and with Hulk Hogan and,
Oh, yeah.
and Ultimate Warrior. But then once the Attitude Era took place, which ECW pushed that.
Pushed
that
that,
came
yeah.
from it because those guys would go down, work in ECW, and they would bring it back to the bigger thing.
To WWF.
But yeah, once the Generation X and Stone Cold and The Rock,
The Nation.
the Nation, dude, have you ever seen on Sunday Night Heat? This was like '99. It's Public Enemy. And you know who Public Enemy is?
Yeah.
So they're this tag team. They were in WCW, they were in ECW, and they show up to the WWF or E or whatever you want to call it. And they're like cocky. They're like cocky. They're like, yeah, we're the best. And they talk to, this is how the story goes. It's not my story. I've seen it. But what I will tell you is they were getting cocky with like Bradshaw and Farouk, or whatever. So Bradshaw and Farouk take them down, or Ron Simmons, right? They take them down. And if you look at this clip, they beat the hell out of them for real for like 15 minutes. And it's just, they just pound them. And it's like they're working it, they're trying to sell it, and it just progressively gets worse. And then Bradshaw just starts picking up a chair and just starts beating the hell out of Johnny Grunge. It's like, I watched the interview and the story about it, and then I went and I watched the match on YouTube, and it's insane.
If it's perfect.
It's insane. So years later, I'm at Comic-Con up in New York, and and I go to Comic-Con and I see Ron Simmons there, and he's got his title. So I'm like, dude, it's Ron Simmons. Ron Simmons, like in ECW, you come do the spine bust, you just lay people out. And like, I go up to him like, Ron, you're so cool, man. Like, I totally cannot handle. I can't handle meeting like famous people. Like totally. And I'm like, Ron, I'm like the Sunday Night Heat match. That was crazy. And he just looks at me and he leans into me. Towers, flexes, and he's like, I did that shit for real. I'm like, yeah, you did. I'm like, nice to meet you, Mr. Simmons. Yeah, he's cool now. Super nice. I took a picture with him with the belt.
Did you ever meet Mankind when he came to K-Med?
Twice.
When he came to K-Med?
I met him on 2 separate occasions. Yes.
Yeah? You were there? I was there too.
No. My brother went to that one. That was when he was doing like the rock and sock thing.
No, he was
Mr. Sacco.
Not that one. He was. What was that bar? You know where Grand Hotel is?
Yeah.
There was a sports bar before. Remember, it had him.
I know what you're talking about. I don't remember the name of it. But it wasn't Grand Marquet or nothing like that, right?
No.
But I know my brother definitely went to that one. I wasn't able to go to that.
Yeah, they used to bring like wrestlers. I think they bought Dean Malenko, right?
Yeah. He was a great wrestler.
Chris Benoit was here.
Yeah.
But the time that me and my little brother went, it was funny as hell. I don't even know how old I was. I think I was like 12.
Okay.
And he was like, he's 3 years younger, so he was like 9. We lived on West Perry Street. We walked all the way over there, and we stopped at Dallas.
Okay.
And picked up a disposable camera.
All right.
I was like, at that time, there was no cell phones, nothing. So we went. We were like, we gotta meet Mankind, dude. And we went. We got in line. We met Mankind. That was the coolest moment. That was probably like the first like big celebrity I've ever met in my life.
Was that during like when you wrote that book? Ever read the book Have a Nice Day?
I did read it.
Yeah, that's a good book.
Yeah, but I think it was before that too.
I remember a brother coming home. He had a sock that he signed. Now maybe it wasn't the same one, but know.
I think it might have been though, because I think I do remember. I have the picture somewhere that he signed.
Right.
And I think he had the sock and the mask on.
Right.
So I think it was that one. But the funniest thing is so we had the disposable camera, and of course I'm the older brother, so I went first.
Right.
Like, you take my picture with Mankind. So he took my picture, and then it was my little brother's turn to go up, and I think there was a girl behind us telling me like, hey, can you take my picture when I go up? I was like, yeah.
Okay.
While she's talking to me, my brother's getting his picture. I forgot to take his picture.
Oh, how mad was he? Was he upset?
Like, dude. Or I think I actually took it by like, it was like hitting like a different like person. Like it wasn't even them. It was like the corner. Like you could see him in the corner.
Oh, okay. You got a piece of him in there.
I was like, we met Mankind, man. But that was my big, like, that's actually my only wrestler I've ever met.
They don't really do as much interaction as they used to, though. No. Like you can get the older wrestlers.
Yeah,
you get like the WrestleCons and stuff like that. Yeah. Like that's where I saw Ron Simmons. Mm-hmm. You got to pay, like $25. That Comic-Con, Mark Hamill was there, and I was like, dude, I want to go meet Mark Hamill.
Yeah,
it was like freaking like $250. I was like,
so did he charge individually?
Yeah, so you would have to pay like $250, and it's like all these people that show pictures of them. Mm-hmm. A lot of times, you're paying for that.
Oh shit!
And that's how these guys make money. Like, you know what I mean?
So it's not like Because I always wanted.
It's not like they're just like hanging out and being like, "Yo, high five."
Yeah,
no, you get into a line.
Really?
It's like a meat market. You get into a line and you pay.
Because I always wanted to go to like a Comic-Con thing.
Right.
So I thought you pay for like the ticket of the Comic-Con.
So you pay for the ticket. All the Comic-Cons are different.
Yeah, yeah.
But they're not just like, if you're like listening to this and you're like, "Oh, what a bunch of freaking nerds." It's not like a bunch of people just being like, "We like comic books."
Yeah.
Like, it's like cool.
Yeah.
It's like, it's got rock
Collectibles and
music,
stuff
it's
like
got
that.
wrestling, it's got sports guys. Yeah, the whole thing's like a big flea market.
Yeah, yeah.
You got people selling rackets, and then you have the people with the cosplaying, and then like some cosplay you're like, meh, but other cosplay you're like, wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, I've seen some of them.
So we go in there, and I go up and I'm like, I really need a beer. And they're like, the line for the beer is like forever.
Yeah.
So I go up and I say, can I get 2 beers? And the guy's like, yeah. So he gives me 2 beers and I pound one. And I go, can I get another beer? And the guy's like, huh? And I said, can I get another beer?
Yeah.
And he said, okay. So now I have a beer in me. I got 2 beers. And the lady's like, so I get the 3 beers. She charges me. And I hear a guy go, oh my God, can you do that here? And I said, yeah, bro, that's my superpower. I'm cosplaying as a drunk.
Yeah.
So I got my 2 beers. I'm going. I'm like, yeah, man. And I hit something really hard, and I'm holding firm to my beers. And I hear boom, and I look down, and it's a dude dressed like the Invisible Man. Have you ever seen the movie The Invisible Man?
Yeah.
He's got the hat. He's got like a scarf around his head. I turned over and I just said, sorry, bro, I didn't see you there. That was a great costume, and I just kept walking. But I mean, like, so, like, you see, like, there was Deadpool dressed as the Pope. I don't even know what that was about. But I mean, like, it's cool. They show you new video games. They show you stuff like technology, different. Like, there was a TV that was like $20K.
That's dope.
So I mean, I haven't been to one in a while, but
I always wanted to go to one.
They're cool.
I always wanted to go to one.
Yeah.
I heard this, like, the New York, they have them in New York a lot, right?
Yeah, there was the New York one we went to was pretty good.
Yeah.
And then there's one up in Philly. There's like Wizard Con.
Okay.
But like a lot of the stuff they do around here, they do it like near the summer, and it's like I'm crazy. You're crazy busy. I'm crazy busy. Yeah.
Have them in the winter. We can go.
Yeah. Well, they had one in Wildwood this past weekend. WildCon, I think.
What?
Yeah, I couldn't get over there. It was like a one day. Yeah, it was quiet. Went under the radar. So
that's crazy. See. People advertise.
See, we got to start. We'll start with that one.
Yeah,
we'll go over to there.
We'll
go over there.
We'll find out where things are and we'll put them on.
All right. So our goal right now is to create this podcast, so we do the podcast live at WildCon. That is our life goal right now.
We might have a wrestler being interviewed right here in the middle of us. This close too.
We could get Billy. We could get Billy maybe.
Yeah. Be like this close. Yeah. No, I always old school wrestling will never be like the new wrestling though. Like.
Yeah, no.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, DX.
But it all comes like every 20 years or so. Like it comes back. Like I think it's pretty good right now, everyone's saying. But
yeah,
I don't know.
I heard The Rock's coming back.
Yeah,
He was just on Monday Night Live.
I mean, I think that's the problem they're into, though. It's like all their good guys have to come back to like get everybody over. Like it's... You went, like, not only we saw the golden age of wrestling, Stone Cold, Rock, then you saw the golden age of the NFL, Manning, Brady, Rodgers, like, so we Breeze. So like you go through, we went through a golden age. So it might be another 20 years till you start seeing some of these people again.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw, even though albeit they were illegal, we saw McGuire and Sosa like growing up. So we're lucky in the fact that we saw a lot of great things. You know, everybody might have been on a substance, but I mean, it was crazy.
He said it.
I mean, happiness is a substance. Happiness is a substance. So.
It did not help in the sport at all.
No, well, you know, but like I said, sometimes we forget that. I think because especially you get older. You see some of these young guys; they got a long way to go. You got C.J. Stroud; he's coming along. He's going to be a super. Jordan Love's going to be a superstar.
No, Jordan Love's going to be a superstar.
You know,
in like 10, 15 years, we're going to be talking about them.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see what avenue Hurts' career will go. Because I think when Hurts first started, you were like, he doesn't have the arm. And then A.J. Brown comes in, and all of a sudden he's got this awesome arm.
Killing it.
And he's killing it. And then and every quarterback kind of regresses a little bit. So I don't know where he's going to end up. And
I just hope nothing happens to him like Flacco or like Wentz. They had such a good couple years.
Yeah.
and then they go, and then they're like just jumping through teams like crazy. You know what I mean?
That might be the form. I mean, there was a lot of journeyman quarterback. That's
There is.
before Brady and Manning, you were getting Vinny Testaverde's,
Yeah.
Doug Flutie's. I mean, I don't know if do you remember those guys?
I love
it was
some-
Trent Dilfer. Like you had these journeymen. Brad Johnson. Do you remember
Yeah,
Brad Johnson?
Brad Johnson, yep.
So like before this era of great quarterback play, you had a lot of these journeymen quarterbacks, and actually the NFL you're seeing it right now because you're in the middle.
Yeah.
Like Geno Smith starting on the team.
Yeah.
I mean, God bless him, but I
Yeah.
mean, like, who's another like weird quarterback? There's guys, Trevor Simeon. It's like a backup quarterback, and he starts every once in a while.
Flacco, even Flacco.
Yeah, Flacco. They had to call him off the
Yeah.
couch. That's
Yeah.
so
They were
there's
paying They were paying him $7,000 a game or something.
yeah. I don't know what it is. I mean, they say the NFL they figure you out real quick. So I mean that could be happening to Hurts. You know. So
I
he
just,
lost.
maybe this season coming up is gonna be his.
Yeah, I mean, people have sophomore slumps.
Yeah.
I think at this point, like, so if you look like again at Dak Prescott, right? Like Dak Prescott is who he is at this point. He's gonna give you a really good season, and then you get to the playoffs and so
Fumble the ball
yeah.
a little bit.
But I think
Hey,
But you never know.
they're still making millions.
they are. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're making pennies.
Making pennies. Next to them,
Penny profits.
Yes.
This is a penny profit business.
and we will go in there and win the game. And I just get it, probably not.
All right. Well, so we'll end it with this. Who's your favorite quarterback of all time?
Of all time.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I already asked you this.
No.
It's been a while now. We're talking for a bit.
Yeah, no. I like Michael Vick when he was like in his prime.
I mean, he has a rocket of an arm. If
Yeah.
you go back and watch, he just.
Yeah, he was when him and Deshaun
Yeah.
Jackson were like
Okay.
that was a team. I think that's one of my favorites.
So
McNabb.
you got to win one
Yeah.
game. You're taking Michael Vick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was funny because when I used to play Madden back in the day,
Right.
Vic.
Yeah. Of
I
course.
would always Vic.
Yeah. Crush
Vic.
everybody.
Everything. Just throw Hail Marys like crazy. You know what I mean? But how about you?
I think I'd go Drew Brees.
Drew Brees?
Yeah. I just Brady's the obvious. Brady and Manning, they're obvious answers.
Obvious, yeah.
Elway, obvious. Like those guys. I got to
Marino.
take a guy. I mean, I think Brees. I remember watching when he was on the Chargers with like LaDainian Tomlinson and
Back in
stuff.
the day,
I mean,
yeah.
that team was freaking awesome. And that was they're like the Bills. They were a great team. They just couldn't get there. So
I was so mad at the last night the Bills game, man.
I think Allen might be one. Like I like Josh Allen as a quarterback.
I do.
I mean, Mahomes is great too. I don't know. I just Bills. If you're so Buffalo, if you're a Buffalo fan, are you saying maybe it's time to blow the team up, or do you just got to get a couple good pieces?
I think they played good last night. I think they're a good team.
Yeah, they really are.
Yeah.
It just always seems like something doesn't go their way.
Last night it was the kick.
Did they not feed the pit? Is that what happened? Did they not feed the pit?
Something, man.
Yeah.
I was rooting for the Bills last night.
Yeah, I think a lot of people
I always like to root for the underdog.
Yeah.
And I was rooting for the Bills last night. And when they had the kick, I was like, oh, you're gonna tie it up and go into overtime and let's get this. You know what I mean?
And then they hit with that wide right again.
He missed that field goal. I was like, the first thing that came out of my mouth, I was like, you're fired. Sorry.
If you go back and watch what happened when it happened back in the day when they went to like 4 straight with Scott Norwood, when he missed that kick, the people of Buffalo are so cool that they had like a parade where they were cheering him on.
Really?
So like, don't worry about it. Now how they got by the 4th one, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Imagine if that would have happened to the Eagles.
His jersey be burned everywhere. It wouldn't have happened. We had Elliott.
No,
So
we got
the best kicker in the league.
Yeah.
We got the leg.
Even I saw the video where they lost to Buccaneers and somebody threw popcorn at Nick.
Oh yeah,
he was
Sirianni.
leaving.
Yeah, well, I mean, here's the thing about Eagles fans or being an
We're
Eagles
mean.
fan.
No, I'm not mean.
No, I mean like when everything's going really good, everybody's happy and
happy.
they're partying and they're loving you. And if you show them you're working hard, but when that stops and you're not putting the effort in, I mean, like they become kind of funny.
Yeah.
They become, some of them are rough, but some like after the one loss, my brother's wearing his Eagles hat, and the lady turns to him and she goes, "Take that hat off. They suck." And then she goes, "Just kidding. Happy New Year." But I mean, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they're angry. I mean, they're passionate about
We're passionate about our
you
teams.
know, I mean, I don't know. It's difficult. You work all day long. and you go home and you want somebody else to win. You want them to win one for you.
Like, I didn't win at work, so I want you guys to win.
Yeah.
And then, nope.
I buy $20 beer. I pay $200 for a ticket. I want a victory. Yeah, and you can't buy it. You can't buy a victory.
You can't. Like, damn it.
Unless you're Taylor Swift.
Or Eminem. Have you seen Eminem at the Lions?
I'm waiting for a diss track. If they beat up in the Super Bowl. Like, no, I'm thinking
like
they beat up.
Lions go.
No, I'm thinking it's Lions, Chiefs in the Super Bowl, and Eminem just drops a diss track. Like right before the thing.
Everybody.
Yeah, he does it to like
Travis Kelce.
You know,
I feel like they would love it though.
Yeah, but if he did it in his Eminem voice, like,
yeah.
we got bad blood. Like, if he did a bad blood diss track, I mean, I think
like if he put that line in the
like in his Eminem voice when he's being like funny.
Yeah. Oh,
he hasn't dropped like a funny diss track in a long time.
No, he went against MGK a couple years ago, but that was dumb.
No, but if he had like a fun but that like that kind of stuff, like I need that in my life.
Yeah,
I need an Eminem diss track. I need the Lions to get to the Super Bowl, so Eminem drops a diss track. So
it's funny because he's not a big social media person,
right?
But since the Lions have been winning, he's been posting.
Yeah,
stuff.
I seen it. Yeah,
yeah. So he's happy. Keep him happy.
He wants to get into the game. Apparently, he wants to be eligible receiver.
Yeah, keep him happy. If not, he's gonna drop a diss track on you.
That's it.
Yeah, and you'll be done. Everybody that Eminem has dissed, they flop.
Yeah, you don't want that to happen.
There'll be no more Lions.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing that in the NFL you could have people, or in any sports, you could have these teams that have been so long without a championship.
I know.
That just shows to show you how friggin' hard it is. To win one. You know, like you look at the Phillies, they got there almost twice. They got to the World Series and they're almost there again.
And nope.
And it's like, if your expectation is for them to be there again next year, I mean, you could hope it, but I mean, like, the chance of that happening. And even like, so here, even with the Eagles, very rarely, besides the Bills, does a team that loses the Super Bowl even make it back to the playoffs.
True.
You know, like, because look what happened. They lost 2 coordinators. That'll crush that can crush a lot of teams. So.
But then you get a team like the Chiefs who.
Yeah, but none of their coordinators ever go anywhere.
No.
I think that.
And they got Big Red.
Like the guy that's working with him, Matt Nagy, I think he's been there for like, I don't know how long. But I feel like he's got Spagnolia who always works for him.
I saw a video. He's old.
Yeah, like those guys don't, like, he retains his guys.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that could be what the secret sauce is.
Big Red's like, like, I leave, everybody leaves.
Yeah, I mean, they probably like working for him. They're probably paid well.
Yeah. I've heard them talk real nice about him, Andy Reid, that he's such a nice guy.
Do you think they get like bonuses, like fast food bonuses? Like, all right, we won one today. Here you go. Here's your waffle. Like, I want to work for a guy like that. Like, if my boss came in and was like, hey, I noticed you did really well work today.
Here's a
Here you go. Here's a 10-piece nugget.
I got your barbecue sauce too.
And it's the Kerwin Frost one. You might get the golden nugget in this. I'd be like, oh yeah, take it as the Kerwin cock.
We're like, damn, I need to start working harder.
That's it, man. Well, this has been fun, man.
I know, man. This is definitely fun.
Time flew. It's 45 minutes.
What?
Yeah. We're just sitting here. We didn't even
like,
shit.
Yeah.
We didn't even talk about how I saw a muskrat at Coxhall Creek. Which I did. Totally freaked me out. It popped out of the water. I'm like, is that an otter? And I'm like, wait.
I heard there's otters around here, though.
I was like, is it a beaver?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, maybe it's just a muskrat. But the thing popped out, looked at me. My dog was like going nuts.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know. We got a Loch Ness Monster over there.
We're at the...
You ever walk past Ponder Lodge? Ponder Lodge?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I walked. I'm like, am I seeing things? Like, I thought maybe it was the back of a duck, but this thing popped out, 2 eyes, little hands, looked at me, and I'm like, did an otter? So I'm like going on my phone. It's like, did an otter escape from the zoo?
No, but it's funny you say that because somebody on the Villa's Facebook the other day put, like, is there otters around here?
Oh, really?
No lie.
Was it me? Was it me? I thought it was me. No. I'm pretty sure. I thought I posted it and then deleted. I'm going, they're going to think I'm insane, so I deleted it.
I saw it.
I think it was me.
If it was you, you got a lot of comments because a lot of people. Yeah.
Oh, I never. Yeah. Well, maybe not. It wasn't. Maybe I don't know.
I did not even look at the name because I was like, that's a pretty interesting question because I want to know.
Dude. Well, then they might have saw the same thing. I'm going now. I got to go back.
No, but a lot of people do say that there is otters.
I don't know. I mean, if you I'm gonna have to do some research because I mean, like, if there are no otters, like in the next 3 states, we're gonna look like 2 idiots. These guys don't know nothing. They're gonna say, "Call Wild Game. Get somebody out here to help these 2."
We're gonna be at the park like this.
No, I'm gonna be crazy, like sketching the otter. By the way, I'll be like, "There was an otter here once. I swear to
Yeah,
it."
he had 2 eyes. That's
He's
all.
gotta have a name though.
Yeah, he has to. No,
Yeah.
but like, no, for. But
Is
I'm being dead serious. I did see that post.
Yeah, I mean, like he's gotta have a name.
He has to.
I'll have to,
Yeah. People from like 1980 were like, I saw him back when I was like 10 years
you
old.
know? Like, what's a good name? I'm trying to think of it.
Otter.
Yeah, like
Some Octavius.
Well, that's like that's Doctor Doom.
Oh, sure.
That's Doctor Doom. That's Otter.
Next
Doom.
episode, we're gonna get into
Yeah,
Marvel.
we're
gonna get into crazy shit.
Yeah, and what to name this otter.
Yeah.
So, all right, man. It's been fun.
It's been fun.
All right, hopefully,
First episode.
Number 1.
Let's do this.
Anto Bros. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. We gotta come up with a name.
We'll come up with a name.